Welcome back to the new American Sportsman. Now let's continue our adventure with gold medalist Michael Johnson. Johnson is fishing in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, an area where many stories rich in the lore of our country's history intersect. The lost colony of Roanoke has been a mystery here since 1542. Blackbeard's ship was sunk in its waters, and Orville and Wilbur Wright handpicked its dunes for the first flight at Kitty Hawk 100 years ago.
There are similar feelings in sprinting and flying. That feeling of just being free and the wind. It's almost indescribable. It feels effortless, and when it feels effortless, that's when you know you're really rolling, and that's kind of how flight is.
Michael and his best friend, Ray Crockett, are fishing these famous waters with Captain Dave Graham in his Easy Rider boat.
Gonna head down south, maybe catch some mahi today, and hopefully find maybe a big blue marlin.
Sounds good. As long as you're playing at that one for me. That big 60-pounder.
He's out there waiting for it. He's out there waiting for
it. At the end of my career, I just felt, you know, that I had done everything that I could possibly do. You know, when you get into sports and you become an athlete, that it's a short career. At this point, I'm 35 years old and I'm retired from that career already, and I can't go back and, you know, and do that again. A lot of guys end up continuing to come back. They make the mistake of looking for something to replace that adrenaline and that, you know, that desire that they have for sports. You just gotta know right up front, nothing's gonna replace that.
It might not replace the adrenaline of winning gold, but a school of mahi-mahi is seen behind the boat, and Ray and Michael better have their reeling hands ready.
That's what I'm talking about right here. This is fishing.
All right, I tell you what, Michael,
watch your pole.
Go right over top. Go right over top.
I know you're hungry.
Michael, maybe Jig.
Here you come, Mike.
He's on you. He's on you.
It's like catching a woman. Bait him, shake him, bring him on in.
What you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning for?
The pressure's off. I mean, we have found the meat, and the fish come right up behind the boat, and everybody's just, you know, watching the fish take the bait. It's like fishing in a fishbowl.
I can do this all day.
There you
Right
go.
there.
Yeah, look
Come
at
on
him
with
right
it.
there.
Come on with it.
He's
Pop
already
it.
on you. Look at that.
Pop it.
There you go. That's right.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Good job.
With 25 fish caught, Michael and Ray are happily weary. But Johnson still keeps in game shape, and he's not giving up until he reels in an elusive marlin.
I can remember one time we were in the Bahamas fishing, actually. We go out to run. Yeah, I'm thinking, hey, we're gonna do a leisurely 2-mile jog or something. He was sprinting. I was like, go ahead.
People ask me all of the time, you know, do you still run? And I say, no, I'm retired. They're like, don't you just want to go out and run? And it's like, I never went for runs. It was always sprinting. It's like the postman who retires from his job, but he's like, I got to still deliver this mail. Since I've retired from competition, I've changed a lot in terms of my outlook on life. I mean, at this point, I just take one day at a time.
Just when the heat of the afternoon is starting to bear down, Captain Dave sees a fin behind the boat that rushes everyone into action.
I saw the tail coming in, and I saw his dorsal fin go up, and I knew it was him.
When that marlin got on the line, you could see him jump out of the water. You know, he was a pretty good size one. I got really excited at that point.
All right, as quick as you can. Quick as you can. Quick as you can. Doing good, Michael. Keep it coming now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, I tell y'all what, let me get here in the corner. Start stepping back, Michael. Start stepping back. Look at that, look at that, look at that, boys. Pretty work. Woo!
Yes, sir.
There he goes. That's all right, we don't keep him. Good release. Pretty work.
right.
White marlin right there.
You get a picture of that?
Woo!
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Good job, Michael.
With a white marlin under his belt, Michael has achieved his goal. But he couldn't have landed the big one without help from his best friend, Ray Crockett.
I've been there for him. He's been there for me. We've been friends for so long. It's just like we're brothers.
Oh, I got something on my line. What we got, Captain?
We just have a really good relationship. I think we understand one another a lot better than most people probably understand us. I knew when I first met Ray that he wasn't a typical athlete, and I can tell that he's passionate about football, but he understands it's more to life than just sports.
Not bad. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
As the divorced father of a 3-year-old son, Sebastian, being a solid father figure might be the role Michael values as the greatest responsibility in life.
People make the mistake a lot of times of thinking that, parenting is automatic. It's not automatic. You have to work at it. And it is a challenge. It's my responsibility as Sebastian's father to teach him about life.
Michael is working on reeling in a giant mahi-mahi. The fish is almost as tall as he is.
Woo! Nice one, Mike.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Good afternoon. Yeah, how you doing? Uh-huh. ESPN, get a look at this. Get in the box. Yeah.
As Michael leaves for yet another destination in his diverse business travels of post-retirement, it is merely a foregone conclusion that his past has prepared him to run his race with honor, achieving anything he bends his will towards.